It's now a well-known fact that our golden boy of weightlifting, New Zealand, has been tested positive for a banned substance. Where are we now with that one? As far as we are concerned, as the sporting ruling governing body of sports in Samoa is concerned.
Yeah, when I was told by the news, I approached our RADO office in Fiji, this regional anti-doping organization, for the procedure, the normal procedure of the things. And I was told that once it's been tested positive, we need to respond within 5 days. So we have responded accordingly, instructing the people concerned to go ahead with the B sample test. And I was told that the outcome of this news is a little bit too fast, a little bit too early. I think they have enclosed it sooner, and that's my concern at the moment.
From our perspective, or from the IWF's perspective?
From my perspective, and also from the views of others that I talked to, and I went through the ruling of the doping conduct, that once it's been tested, the effectiveness of the penalties will be applied. And for information, that we already signed the anti-doping code, and we have to apply. We have to comply with what is stated. So far I haven't received any response from the people concerned with how we can, what is the next step, because I said to them that yes, we want to do the B sample testing, and we are prepared for one of us to come over and witness the opening of the B sample. So that is where it is now. But in order to promote fair play, we have to abide by the ruling. And now the penalty is now effective, although I haven't been advised or notified officially what the penalty will be, but I'm still waiting.
Is it an automatic suspension, 2 years?
Yeah, according to their ruling, it's a 2 years suspension, and all the funding, all the sponsorship from the Olympic Committee will be cancelled.
You yourself are finding it hard to believe that this is possible, that for any of our local athletes to be involved in this sort of situation?
This comes as a very surprise to me, because I have no knowledge of any availability of these anabolic steroids locally, and it costs money, right? And New Zealand is unemployed. I mean, this is his work. It's lifting weights, and I'm taken by surprise. And but then, as I mentioned earlier, that it's a learning curve for us. Our athletes are taking attitudes like just take a drink from somewhere. I mean, just grab a bottle, somebody else's bottle, or not leaving your unfinished bottle around, or your food. You should be careful what you eat. And this is a learning experience, and I guess it is a challenge for SASNOC too, to make sure that we will provide and keep a proper awareness program for all our athletes.
I understand that New Zealand is also rejecting the allegations, and he's saying that he doesn't know anything about taking any illegal substance.
Yes, that was when I asked him, and of course I asked him to come when I was informed of the news, so I asked him to come and have a one-to-one talk, and that's what he was saying, that he has no knowledge of taking anything. So that's where it stands. But unfortunately, the test has come as that, and we'll leave it at that until we hear from the people concerned.
Well, actually, New Zealand is going to miss out on an Olympic opportunity here because of this situation. But if he does send in a B sample and it turns out that it is not true that he's got this illegal substance in himself, can he still be able to attend the Olympics, or will he be in time to do so?
In the methods that we have a CAS, Code of Appreciation in Sports, or tribunal that we will use for them to make a decision on that. And at the moment, I'm still waiting of those replies. We already wrote to them, take the samples, and then when that happens, and then that we will cover that. But there is an avenue, what we call CAS, Court of Arbitration Sports, that the athletes right to move into.
What about the time factor that's involved here with all the process that needs to be done, sending over the sample and getting it back in time?
He's still training hard. And I guess even if he's penalized for 2 years, he will continue to train because his focus will be the Commonwealth Games in 2010.
Which by then he would be able to be allowed.
He'll be allowed to compete because I think the penalty will be completed in that early that year, 2010.
What are your thoughts about the impact of this on our sports development in Samoa?
It is a worry. We're talking about fair play and imagination of winning, and that wish or winning feeling, it somehow move us to a certain direction. And I guess it is for SASNOC to come up with proper awareness program. Soon we'll have a sports seminar. We will invite regional anti-doping organization in Fiji. This is based in Fiji, to do a lot of awareness programs regarding all this. Yeah.
There's been a lot of frictions in the actual weightlifting sport itself locally here in Samoa. Is it possible that foul play may have been involved somewhere that now has affected the future of this promising athlete?
I can't say that. I'm not sure. But I said that the outcome, the sudden come of the outcome, and also the reporting, and that's my concern. But at the moment, it is always another day. It is a challenge for us. But then again, we keep on what we're doing. We're training out. At the moment, we're training a strong team of 8 men, 7 women, and it's only a little bit of a side maneuver, but our work is still there. We are working towards the Oceania qualifying round, and that's our focus.
Ele, maybe the sister of New Zealand, Ele is so close to getting the chances are so close of getting a medal. Are you worried that this the whole thing that has now come up involving her brother could mentally affect her concentration?
I don't think so. I've talked to her and she's fully prepared, and I guess the plan is there, and talking to our coaches, as we said, that our focus is the Olympic Games, and that's the only thing that we're focusing now. Whatever comes outside of their training programs, I guess we've talked enough in order to prevent all the other side effects or the sides unnecessarily. The focus is the Olympic Games.